Okay, so I decided to do a storage bag breast milk storage system feeding video because I have noticed that um, now the new platex nursers have a new system, which is like this, that they want you to pump into the liners already from the pump and then just seal this. So they expect you to, every time you want to pump and freeze, to do that, and these can get costly. I have seen a couple reviews on this system on Amazon where one of the ladies actually froze her milk like this, sitting up, and then once it was frozen, she undid all this, and then put just this part in a Ziploc freezer bag, and it stayed hard until she was ready to thaw it out. However, I just think it might get freezer burn, or I just don't really like that idea, but you know, to each his own. So I like this system for pumping and going. However, I don't like it for storing and then feeding from. So I've been using, or I have used, the lansinoh bags that come in 6 ounces. You can get in actually 8 ounces, I believe. You have to order them though. And you can use those in your nursers. However, you cannot use them in the new Playtex nursers because they leak right around the rim here. So what you need to do is use the preformed liners that they come with, or what I do is I like the new Babies R Us bottles or the original Playtex nursers is just fine, but these are a lot cheaper and I actually like these better. So I will show you what happens when you use this in the new, I've already have one set up here, in the new nursers. See, you want to have it folded over where the zipper is on the outside of the rim, and then you just put on your cap here. I'm going to set it down so I can get it really tight. Hold on just a second. Okay, so it's on, and now what happens is you're supposed to push the air out. Okay, so pushing the air out, and if you can see right here, it is starting to leak out, in which it shouldn't. So I do not like the new Playtex nursers for that reason, just because you should be able to use the bags without having to pour them into a separate container. That's just the whole point of nursing, for one. I mean, not only that, you should be able to, it should be as least expensive as possible. So what I have done is actually, if you take an original nurser or the Toys R Us brand or Babies R Us brand, and you do the same exact thing, I'll show you here. I put it in from the bottom, and pull it up through the top. Hold on just a second. Okay, so I have it. Now the lansinoh bottle liner, or the lansinoh breast milk storage bag, is in there. So now what you want to do is you want to fold this over and then screw the lid on extremely tight, you know, like you normally would. And now it is on there. Okay, so there's not much give like there was with the other one. So I'm pushing the air out, and there's not any leaking at all. So there you have it. This is probably the best for using the lansinoh liners with that. Okay, so then you can also put the lid on and you're good. Okay, and then what I've also found is they leak when you try to do the same thing with this, just because the plastic is so much thicker. It can't get a tight feel. I do like the fact that this has a pour spout. These are great, however, for pumping right into it. However, not practical because you gotta pour it out, and then when you do pour it, it spills, and don't like it. So, best bet is lansinoh with an original nurser. You can get both at Babies R Us, and I've had not one problem. Okay, bye-bye.